Alright, so I've done a couple of tests in iZotope RX, specifically using the denoise function, just to sort of check it out and see how well it works. Okay, so my first recording is just sort of the noise of my flat without anything else happening. This is just sort of the base level noise of what's always happening. As you can see, it's not silent, but it is relatively quiet. So that's what we're working with before we even add any noise. Next, I've just recorded myself talking without any added noise, just so you can hear what that sounds like. It sounds like this. So this is me just talking into my iPhone 6 microphone, and it's 30 centimeters away from my face, and there's no added noise. Okay, and next I've recorded myself and I'm in my kitchen and the microphone is 30 centimeters away from me, and I've just put my extractor fan on just to sort of add some noise and see if I can take that noise out. So already before doing anything, I can see that my voice is giving off quite a lot of information in the high end. And because the sort of below 1K is so integrated with the noise that the fan's making, the high end information is probably what we're going to be using to decipher the speech. So this is me talking again with the microphone in the same position, 30 centimeters away from my face, and this time I've added the noise of my fan. So I'm going to denoise this and see if I can hear myself. So having played that back, we sort of do have a problem because we can tell what I'm saying before we even do anything to it. So I'm gonna do another experiment even further away and see what difference that makes. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and denoise this. I've denoised it quite heavily just to get that the good stuff, the good information that we want to decipher, and get rid of the noise of the fan. So here's what that sounds like. So this is me talking again with the microphone in the same position, 30 centimeters away from my face, and this time I've added the noise of my fan. So I'm going to denoise this and see if I can hear myself. So yeah, so in my opinion, that's pretty legible. So we're just going to do the same thing from 5 meters away. I'm going to show you what that sounds like. So this is a test with the microphone 5 meters away, and I'm just doing it to see if you can still make out what I'm hearing with the audio denoise on RX. Okay, and looking at this, we can see that my extractor fan is giving off quite a lot of resonance at 500 hertz and a little bit over 100. I think maybe let's call that 200 or 150. So that's kind of interesting. I really thought that the fan would be more spread out than that. And again, from this picture, you can really see like where my voice is giving the information that we need to decipher. So what I think will happen is we'll take away some of this low end noise, and we'll be left with sort of my voice that will sound quite aliased, but at least it will give us the information we need to decipher what I'm saying. I feel again you can sort of decipher what I'm saying without any denoise, but I think in a forensic environment and you're not too sure of what someone's saying, this will be a really useful tool to be able to decipher. So this is a test with the microphone 5 meters away, and I'm just doing it to see if you can still make out what I'm hearing with the audio denoise on RX. Okay, so that's how that sounds denoised. It doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound like anything I'd use musically. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did turn up the gain on RX as well because I took so much of the spectral information out that it was quite hard to hear without boosting the gain. But we did boost the gain, and in my opinion, what I can say is quite legible. So we can really see how the denoise tool helps clean up a bit of audio. So just as a final thought, I just think it's quite interesting how we call this kind of thing enhancing audio, when we're not really enhancing it. We're deconstructing it and taking the parts out we need. We're enhancing the parts we need, but the whole audio file, we're not enhancing it at all. We're actually destroying it, which I just thought was interesting. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed me playing with RX. I'm not using an up-to-date version of RX because I can't afford it. So maybe this YouTube video will make me famous, and I'll be YouTube famous and rich, and I'll be able to afford the new RX.